Welcome to the Grand Lux Inn, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel where history, comfort, and Southern hospitality come together. Family owned and operated, we take pride in offering more than just a place to stay. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a staycation, close to home, or just need a peaceful retreat, the Grand Lux Inn is your perfect getaway. Looking for a space to host your next business meeting? Our elegant and quiet setting provides an ideal atmosphere to connect, collaborate, and get things done, all with the personal touch of a locally owned business. Whether you're here for relaxation, business, or a special event, the Grand Lux Inn is ready to welcome you. Call us today at 931-461-9995 or visit the website to learn more. The Grand Lux, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel.
Weird. Oh, well, hey, welcome to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. We're talking about isolated lunch and how Cody needs to go sit and isolated lunch.
Freaking frack.
Freaking frack. That's right. That's right. Welcome to the Mick and Mac Show. Hey, don't forget, you can call in 393-0081 and call at any point in time. Ask questions. We got a super cool guest here in a little bit that we're going to talk to. A couple of guests actually, and have some conversation there. So feel free to call in on that. A lot of things happened this week. A lot of things are happening too. Yes. This is the second time we've been hanging out this week.
That's and one too many usually.
Second of many. What are we looking at?
What we need?
Turn on the mic.
Oh, turn this
No,
on.
not the other one.
Oh, you're asking.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong questions.
All right, there we go. Got it.
Yeah,
Technical
we're good.
difficulties.
Yeah.
But this is the second time that we're going to be together as Mick and Mac, and the third time is going to be tomorrow night.
That's right.
So
Tullahoma Rockville, right?
Tullahoma Rockville.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
They got a big sweep last night against Oakland. Girls won and boys won. So looking for good things tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're gonna preview that game, tomorrow night's game, here in a little bit. Did you get to go to the game last night?
No, I didn't. We went to East at Cascade.
That's right.
And so got that after coming off the East-West battle on Monday night. So
what did you think about that? I loved it. I had a blast. The girls' game to me was ended up. We talked about this on the air, but it was a little bit sloppy there for a little bit. But it was a really good game to watch. It was fun to watch.
Right, it was a good game to call. Competitive game overall, and he's found a way at the end to pull it out on the girls' side, boys' side. It was just the opposite. West, not as close of a game.
No.
We did have the Aubrey Buns come on though, and then talk. So that was good. I think East won 3 out of the 4 games. Other night they won both JV, varsity girls, and then West ended up winning the varsity boys. So someone showed me a picture. Of course, from our view where we were, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
But they showed it from the scores table view. Man, it was packed out.
It was packed.
Yeah, that's the biggest one I remember in a long time.
Yeah, it's hard for us to see. I mean, we can see the opposite side and see where everybody's sitting, but it's hard to tell. It looked like it was packed in front of us.
Yep.
But seeing that'd be cool to see that view from the scorekeeper side.
It was a good crowd, good 8th grade night for East, but just I think people are ready for that for basketball. And kind of just new, and it was, I mean, it got hyped up a lot. So
yeah, it really did.
And
we get to do it again.
Yeah, we do in 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks,
yeah.
We get to do it again. I'm excited about that. What was your biggest takeaway from the girls' game?
That Coach Hibden's got some girls coming up that I think can help him, and when they all get together, and it's going to be another. He didn't have a solid, like a lot in terms of numbers, freshman group coming up this year, but next year, I mean, you get anywhere from 7 to 10, and that's just Tullahoma girls.
Yeah.
We always know there's 1 or 2 that come from somewhere else. Yeah, so that was my big takeaway was it wasn't anybody, and no one played great. I mean, Bun played good, but even that wasn't. I've seen her play way better.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is there's a lot of talent, and they didn't even show out. So I'm hoping in a couple of weeks, the nerve and everything, just playing in the gym, and it's a better game than what we saw.
It's like a pre and post for us too. Where we get to compare the first game to the second game. And what I liked is, we had talked to the coaches right before that, and one of the things that Coach Hayes had said, because we asked him specifically, they were having a rough time, beginning season to now, and we just said, what do you want? What do you want out of the season? He just said, I want them to grow. I want them to get better. And I really felt like, if I'm him, I would have felt pretty good about the other night, even though it was a loss. Yeah. But they were in that game the whole time, and in fact led most of the game. And so I think I think if I was him, I would feel good about that.
Mm-hmm. The telltale sign would be the games outside of that game. Yeah. Because it's easy to get built up for that game, and you kind of know who you're playing. But like tomorrow night, Coffee County comes to the Bobcat Den, and so they got beat by 22 early in the year by them. Is like you said, is that growth going to be there?
See it,
and I think you will. Like we were on an early day today, and so I saw a good bit of their practice this afternoon, and they were getting after it. Yeah. So there was no, didn't see yesterday, but there was no hangover from, oh, well, we almost had it, and just be satisfied. It was like they're hungry.
What about your takeaway from the boys?
Coach Welch is rich, just going to get richer, aren't they? Because there's a lot of, even, East didn't play their best game, but they've got 4 or 5 kids. Yep. And then the West is just, they're not rebuild, they reload. Yeah,
they reloaded.
Truhoff and Vincent, the real deal at the guard position.
And I wondered about, because last year they had such a successful season, I wondered how long that they could carry that on. And I saw that they're still tough.
Yeah, and what's funny, because you hear the coaches, they probably don't even want me to say this, but they hear the coaches talking, they're like, man, it's just funny how the teams are so different, because like that team, last year's team, they said like practice was a machine. Yeah. And he's like, this year they're like it's hard, like getting good practices out of them. Really. But then they show up. Yeah. It's hard to argue with 10-0. So and they've been in close games and they've been in blowouts, so they've had both. And like I said, Coach Welch, as long as he wants to stay around, you just see it's going to be a competitive program for a while.
It's going to be that way for a while. Those guards coming up, and then with Hibden in the post,
front line on both of them are huge.
Both sides they got both sides have some size and some skills that are coming with that. It really was fun to watch. I took the same thing. I saw that. I saw the future of Tullahoma basketball and was excited about that.
Yeah, and that's hadn't always been the case over our last how old are we? We'll say 30.
Something like that.
30 years.
Back in the 1900s.
Yeah, but it wasn't always the case. You'd have a good year. Like if they did what they did last year at the high school, it'd be 10 years of mediocrity. Yeah. Before anything else happened. That's right. Just how it was.
That's right. That's exactly right. What'd you hear about the high school, Oakland girls and guys, Oakland?
I watched a little bit of it and talked to some girls. Like how'd y'all do and things like that. The one thing, both the boys I talked to and the girls I talked to said it was a tough environment because nobody was there.
Really?
Yes, there's a lot of Tullahoma people, but very few Oakland people. And you could go, Oakland's still playing football, but you could go 2 months from now, it's like that.
Which blows my mind, because back in the day, in the 1900s, Oakland was legit. Yeah. It was basically, in Murfreesboro, it was Oakland and Riverdale, and that was it.
That's right.
And then, of course, you had Smyrna and Laverne and all that, but for as far as high schools in Murfreesboro, that was D2, and they were 2 of the biggest high schools in Tennessee. Yeah. And it was a hard place to play, not because there weren't people there, because it was rowdy.
Yeah, and it was because they had that upper deck.
Yeah,
so
it was crazy.
Someone had a picture and it showed. No, it was a video that I got. Like this is what they did, and you see the upper. There's no one in the upper deck.
Really?
Yeah, and there's no one across. Like there's no one behind the coaches, and it was. So I was like, I bet. But they, girls pull out. I think they won by 7. Was it 11?
Something like that. 9 or 11, something like that.
And then
I think the boys
was about 5-point game.
Was it?
Yeah. I looked at their score sheet, and it was like 20-11 first quarter, and then second quarter was just opposite. So they went in halftime tied, but boys pulled it off, and with all those kids that he's got, they're probably just figuring out what exactly who meshes with who.
Yeah, that's what and not to change the team subject, but that's what Wayne and I've talked about with the Vols in basketball, watching the men Volunteers. They're the same way. They're so loaded. They've got so much talent on that team that Barnes is having a hard time figuring out who needs to play with each other.
Yeah,
and it's I mean, I think they're going to be good. Yeah, but I think it's just going to take some time to put it all together and figure out who those 7 or 8 are that are going to be playing a lot.
Yeah, and
I think Jason's going to have the same. He's got to figure that out too.
So he got 20 or 22 who won basketball. Yeah. So yeah, it's tough, and Coach Hibden doesn't have that luxury, but the ones he got are tough, and I think that they're excited about where they're going, and I know Coach Welch is.
Yeah,
he's mentioned it.
What else is going on in the week in the community as far as sports? We got elementary basketball playing. We got wrestling middle school wrestling wrapping up.
High school
wrestling is kicking off.
Yeah, bowling. Last I looked was hadn't lost.
Yeah.
So just a lot of things going on. I mean, this is you're gonna think I'm crazy, but we went to the high school today. Field house, and there's kids out there already getting ready for track.
Really?
There's a track meeting at West on December the 9th. I mean, it's already getting there. So we hadn't even got our Chris King Blizzard of the year.
I know that's got to be coming soon. We got to get on, because supposedly what I'm hearing, there's going to be a pretty cold December. So we're going to have to get Chris. We're going to have to get some ideas if we're going to have any snow days this year.
Dunks equal snow days. Do we have any? Well, we know Bobo can.
He can bang it. He might be the snow guy. Yeah. So tonight we've got Ian Duncan is going to come talk to us here in a little bit about middle school wrestling, and we're going to spend some time with him. Call in 393-0081 at any point in time, and we'll put you on the phone with questions for us or for them, and then we'll keep it going, see how long it lasts.
Yep.
Remember that you can watch us on the Light Tube Sports Network, P-Head Productions Inc., Channel 6, Channel 23 on the TVs, and always follow us on social media, the Mick and Mac Show, even if you like us or don't.
Even if it's frickin' frack.
Yeah, we don't care. We're good with that. We're fine, and it's all in fun. We don't mind at all. Want to thank our sponsors, the Grand Lux Inn, Payless Auto, Fuel So Good, K&S Trophies, Hard Rock Tattoos, the Sundrop Shop, Tullahoma Lanes, and Shuran Wagner with Exit Realty.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to the Grand Lux, because I saw where they were voted Airbnb or short stay for whatever it was that it was coming out of Manchester, the finest.
The Peterson. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so they were voted that. I scrolled down there real quick. We might have had some others, but they were on there, and it stood out to me, and I was like, well, that's cool. I mean, that's a cool category.
Yeah.
Airbnb and / short or midterm stay or something like that is what it was called. And I was like, hey, that's our people.
Congratulations to them. That is our people. So before we go to break, I think Chris has this queued up, but we do, in fact, have an alternate Hattie report.
Right. Our Hattie report's going to look a little bit different than the football. So, he is going to go through the school at THS, hitting up teachers and coaches, administrators, players, regular students, and each week he's going to have something different. But he did a two-part series.
Two-part series.
So next week is the second part of it. But it's a Thanksgiving, and he's asking questions, and we'll see some familiar faces on there.
I like it. All right, so let's watch the Hattie report, and then we'll be back after some commercial breaks after that.
All right, this week's Hattie report is going to be talking to the students of THS. Who are we here with today?
Jocelyn Lidstrom.
All right, Jocelyn, what is your ham or turkey? What are we going with?
I'm going to go with ham.
All right, how many plates do you think is too many plates on Thanksgiving?
Well, it really just depends how much you put on your plate. I put probably 3 things on my plate because I don't like my foods touching, so probably 7 plates.
7 plates, okay. What food are you going to steal to take home with you this year?
Probably my Nana's potato casserole.
Casserole, that's a good one. All right, thank you for participating. All right, who am I here with today?
Lexi Chambly.
All right, Lexi. What's your turkey's name?
Mrs. Gobbles.
Mrs. Gobbles, okay. How many plates is too many plates?
Probably like 5. I get like 3, so like going over that, that's a lot.
5 plates, okay. And what do you prefer, football or basketball on Thanksgiving Day?
Football, for sure.
Okay, thank you for participating. All right, who am I here with today?
Alex Miller.
All right, Alex. I got a couple questions for you, all right? All right, football or basketball on Thanksgiving Day?
Football.
Football, okay. Mac and cheese or mashed potatoes?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, all right. And how many plates is too many plates?
Probably like 4 or 5.
4 or 5? All right, thank you, Alex. All right, who am I here with today?
Coach JD.
All right, Coach JD. I got a couple questions for you. Ham or turkey?
Ham. I'm a ham
Okay.
guy.
Ham guy, okay. Stuffing or gravy?
Stuffing.
Okay, stuffing. All right, football or basketball?
Football. What do you mean? Football.
Okay. I got one more. What food or dessert are you going to steal with you to take home?
Red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake. Thank you, Coach JD. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Hattie Report.
Payless Auto Service and Repair, located at 2013 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma, specializes in tires, brakes, suspension, oil changes, engines, and transmissions. Offers a 24-month or 24,000-mile warranty and free diagnostics. Payless is a veteran-owned auto shop and is home of the 25-25 oil change all day, every day, and offers Payless Tire Deal. Buy 3, get 1 free all day, every day. Call for an appointment, 931-455-6600. And Payless Auto Sales, located at 607 South Jackson Street in Tullahoma. Let Payless Auto show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. We believe fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the right car, priced to fit your budget. Shop our virtual showroom of cars, trucks, and SUVs online, then stop by and get a test drive. Payless Auto, located at 607 South Jackson Street, Tullahoma, 931-455-6111. Welcome to Fuel So Good, located at 1407 North Jackson. Fuel So Good is Coffee County's only organic coffee roaster. All of the coffees are certified fair trade and organic. In addition to the wonderful coffee, Fuel So Good offers a large bakery selection. They provide cakes, pies, bakery items for your special occasion. All bakery items are made fresh, in-house, daily. We also offer light breakfast and lunch items, potato, egg, and cheese wrap, breakfast sandwich with Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese, the best around. Chicken salad wrap for lunch, vegan bean salad. All the salads, even pimento cheese, can be sold by the half pound. They have yogurt, they have parfaits, and they also have fudge. So for a great cup of coffee and something sweet or healthy to eat, go by Fuel So Good at 1407 North Jackson Street.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and card swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
Some connections are better than others. Like connecting with nature, or reconnecting with an old friend. Connecting with the ball, and connecting with a cause. At LightTube, our goal is to help you stay connected. Not only with lightning-fast internet and local support, but by advocating for those better connections. Stay connected to the people in your life. Sign up for LightTube today.
It's Nemo.
Oh, welcome back to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. Remember, you can call in at 393-0081 at any point in time and talk to us, ask us questions, especially Colt, my man back here. He's got all the answers.
Got all the silent lunches.
Yeah. Is that right? Silent lunches all day, every day. He's going to be sitting with you at silent lunch.
He's got a lot of questions built up in his head, sitting over there staring at the wall.
I bet, yeah. Listen, I'm excited about having Ian Duncan on here and Colt because I want to know more and more about how wrestling is going on and like if we're still DDTing and
You just want to know if you could fit one of them singlets. Or maybe Wendy wants to know.
That's exactly why I didn't wrestle.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I heard the first caller last week asked you to be in a singlet, so we brought one for you to try on.
I think that was my wife. Thank you. I'll make sure to watch this.
Well, Ian, welcome to, and Colt, welcome to the Mick and Mac Show, where we talk about all things community-wise, sports-wise, whatever comes to our mind. And it may be about wrestling, it may not be, but we're glad y'all are here. We're glad you're here, and we'd like to learn more about what's going on with your program. So why don't you start off? Tell us a little about yourself.
Whoa. I got something even better.
Let's do this. Okay, you're gonna do it.
Let's do rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Let's see and let the community find out by the way he answers these questions.
Okay, let's do this.
This is our Thanksgiving rapid fire. All right, you ready? Can't overthink it. Which
gotta be quick.
Which looking at you, I know that ain't happening.
That's not
happening. I understand. Turkey or ham?
Turkey.
White meat or dark meat?
Dark meat.
Mashed potatoes or mac and cheese?
Ooh, mac and cheese.
Ooh. Cranberry sauce? Yes or no?
Yes, from a can.
Stuffing or dressing?
Dressing.
Pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
If I have to choose, it's going pecan.
Okay.
Pecan.
Sweet potato casserole with marshmallows or without?
Without the sweet potato.
Yeah, that's what I'm all over that one.
Rolls or cornbread?
Ooh, cornbread.
There you go. Favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Green bean casserole.
Ooh, nice.
That's least favorite Thanksgiving food? Don't think.
Sweet potatoes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Eat at noon or eat at 4?
Noon and 4.
And 4.
That's right.
And 6.
Do you go back for seconds?
Seconds are already underneath firsts.
Who cooks better? Who cooks better, mom or wife, or someone else?
Let's go with someone else. I think that's the safest answer.
Safest answer.
Do you actually watch the parade?
No.
Best Thanksgiving day: football all day or yard cleaning?
Football.
All day.
Do you nap after eating or just power through?
Nap.
Host or travel?
Host this year, apparently.
You just got told, I think.
You just found out.
Paper plates or the fancy dishes?
Fancy dishes.
Black Friday shopper or nope?
Nope.
And the last one, what are you most thankful for this year?
Definitely my family.
Nice answer.
What was it last year?
Same answer.
Sanity.
Sanity, I got you.
Listen, I will say this. Wendy just texted me. She said no singlets in this house. So
I got another one in the truck.
Easy. It's a family show.
Yeah.
So, yes, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. So grew up in Tullahoma. Wrestled since, I guess, 1992 all the way through high school.
In the 1900s.
In the 1900s. Pat Welsh, Mark Moran, Ken Hagan, David Cleveland, a few other, dads kind of formed a team together. Like, me, Drew Sanders, John Welsh, Matt Sweeten, those folks. Back before we had middle school wrestling, back before we had AAU, it was just Tullahoma wrestling, right? We'd travel around northern Alabama and Georgia mostly. Not a whole lot of wrestling in Tennessee back then. Met this guy on the soccer and football fields in high school.
Sorry.
And so graduated Tullahoma High School in '99. Went to the Naval Academy, spent 21 years in the Marine Corps. Just recently retired 2 years ago, I guess. Moved back.
Well, appreciate your service.
Yeah, thank you. But
yeah, we do.
This little guy never wanted to wrestle until 6th grade football. Zach Knight came out to practice, convinced Jet Dameron and Cleo Burnett to wrestle, and he came up and asked me. He said, "Can I wrestle?" I was like, "Yes."
There you go.
Yes. All right. All right. Got to be a spectator that 6th grade season, and I asked Zach if he needed any help for AAU because it seemed like he was, he was a busy man running around all the, you go up to Gatlinburg, there's 12 mats laid out there, and he's just sprinting around. He was nice enough to let me kind of hang around, learn from him. He did a great job with the program for many years. And then last year, got the opportunity to kind of help out with the middle school wrestling program. And Zach got married, had kids, started his own business, and kind of asked me to kind of shepherd the AU program a little bit. And then he had to step away from middle school, and I was blessed with the opportunity to step in and kind of help guide the program that he really got going and got the kids involved in. And I'm just happy to be able to be a part of it and give back to the organization that really kind of made me who I am.
That's one of the things that we've talked about many times, and we've talked to different people who were former Wildcats who came back and give it back to the community. And that's what it's all about. You come back, and a lot of us, I'm sure you said this too, when you're out in the Marine Corps, where you're like, I'm never coming back to home. I'm never coming back to home. Yeah. And you still end up coming back. And I think that's great. I think it's a great testament to this community and the programs that we were all part of, that we come back and give back to this community. So what about you, Colt? Tell them about you.
I just moved here from Virginia, 6th grade year, and been wrestling since 6th grade year, and it's pretty fun, but in those matches, you can't even really think, so.
You can't think?
Hey, that'd benefit you. He also, don't let him fool you, he also plays football, too. So, he's a dual.
Dual threat.
Yeah, anything else you do?
I used to do baseball, but turned out I didn't want to play at middle school, so.
There you go.
I think I might get into golf this year.
I like that idea. I like that idea.
Oh, okay.
You play that till you're 90 years old.
So, funny story, you were talking about when was it, 92, when y'all were doing, so before that, Brett Zaccardi and myself, we wanted to wrestle, but there was nothing around there. We had to go up on the mountain.
Yeah.
All right. And that, for me, lasted about a month. And because the first tournament I go to, it's like, bam, 30 seconds in. It's like, bam, it's like, all right, well, we're done here. Probably one of the toughest sports and it was still, even, just when thinking back, probably one of the toughest sports I ever participated in. Yeah. It was awesome, the practices were, but I was awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
I did jiu-jitsu for about 2 years, and those wrestling guys, it's ridiculous. Man, they wrap you up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no hey, that dude's 6'4". I'm a little afraid of him. That doesn't matter.
Right.
They just wrap you up, and you're all of a sudden you're like, I can't breathe.
It's a wild sport, but it helped me in a lot of other things. Just to persevere through a practice.
Absolutely.
Because that was back in the day where it was 90 degrees.
Turn the heat up.
Yeah. And there's
sweat it
dudes
out.
in there, I go up there in shorts and a t-shirt, Brett and I do, and they're the dudes out there and just sweats on, and sweats under sweats, and you're like, what is going on?
Hey, we don't do that anymore, but.
That's right. Well, we don't talk about it.
So what's your main focus as a middle school wrestling coach? I mean, what are you focusing on the whole time? What do you prioritize?
Really, it's about those young men and women and their personal development. That's it, right? Wins, losses. I hate to lose. I really do. But I could care less when it comes to making sure that they are growing into good young men and women, focusing on grades, being a good student, athlete, right? Student comes first. But when we're out on the mat, really, it's fundamentals and it's effort, right? If you can put out effort and show me that you have some kind of understanding of the move, great. If you know every move in the playbook, but you don't put out any effort, you're not doing yourself any favors. So it's really about encouraging them to find what they think are their boundaries, what they think are their limitations, and just give them a little nudge over that line.
I do have a question about that. Anders
Big
Grimes,
numbers.
yeah. Does he have any limitations?
So we were talking about this last night. So last night was 8th grade night.
Yeah.
We hosted Upperman and Cascade, and Upperman had an 8th grader, heavyweight, super heavyweight we'll call him.
Okay.
He doesn't make weight for heavyweights, 260. And yeah.
8th grader.
So this kid's 268. He's a grown man. Nolan Strube looks at me and goes, he's got more armpit hair than I have hair on my body. I mean, this guy is a mountain, right? And coach comes up to me and says, He says, hey, I've never gotten anybody to wrestle this guy. He's never had a match. He wants to wrestle. He loves it, but nobody will wrestle him. I said, I got a guy.
You don't care.
He got somebody.
Don't care.
So I got a guy. So we actually did exhibitions first because obviously he can't make the weight. It doesn't count for the score or whatever. But Anders was all about, like, I didn't even have to ask him. He's just like, I got him. You know? I'm like, okay.
Who's that guy?
Yeah. And
you just point to him. Like,
He probably gave him that.
Anders does that thing where he like shrinks his head down. He's like,
Yep.
you know, it kind of makes this guttural noise, and I'm like,
here we go.
all right. And even the ref, you know, Don Robertson was like, hey, coach, how much does your guy weigh? I'm like, he weighs enough. It's okay. He's only going up one weight class. He's like, okay, and Anders is like, don't stop me, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Anders gave him everything he could take. And the only reason that kid beat Anders is because he's like 8 feet taller and, you know, a number of pounds heavier.
Yeah.
But Anders was giving it to him until...
He cracks me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once that guy gets on top, man, nobody's getting
out
down from under
him.
him.
Yeah, he cracks me up. I give all of them a hard time. Like, you know, I give you a hard time, don't I? But it's like one of my favorite dudes at school right here, you know, and so nothing I say is serious. Like he knows how to. He's one of those few. You know, when I first started in 2012, had moved back. He's like, hey, can't be sarcastic with kids. Like they don't know how to take it. And it's like, okay, but you find that one or two in every class.
Yeah.
That's one right there. He knows.
Yeah, I don't know where he learned it from.
Yeah, right.
We talked about how difficult that this sport is. Wrestling is one of the hardest sports that you're going to do. Other than it being during basketball season, that's why I didn't do it, because I didn't want to put in that much work. But how do you balance that out from being this tough, gritty sport and still kids having fun?
I mean, that's the age-old question, right? You know, and there's things you can do in practice that are more fun than just drilling, right? But you gotta balance that, because usually the fun things devolve into chaos, and that's where, you know, folks can get injured. So a lot of it's just really making those teachable moments fun and enjoyable, throwing in a little wrinkle here and there, and you know, if the team is jiving together and they're feeding off of each other, even the most difficult, you know, drill can be kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, to link up wrestling and basketball, where I went to school, Newberry College, started a wrestling program when I was there, and I mean they rose up pretty good in Division II. Well, one of the assistant basketball coaches, when I moved back there, had wrestled, and he said wrestling and basketball are the same. And I was like, okay. And he said, just from a coaching standpoint, he's like, you got to get lost in the fundamentals if you want to be good. Everybody wants to do this or do that. And he's like, same thing in wrestling. They want to do this and do, but he's like, if you're just fundamentally sound, you always got a shot. And he's like, and he thought the same thing with basketball. And he was like, he loved wrestling, and he just got it. He got too tall.
Yeah.
He's like, I got, you know, pick a sport. And from there on, but he was like, kids wrestled and all that stuff, and he was just, and I was like, you know, there's a lot of truth in that, just the fundamental aspect of it in both, because there's a lot of cool things you can do in wrestling, a lot of cool things you can do in basketball, but sometimes neither one of those translate to wins. So I always thought that was cool when he told me that.
What about, you know, I think Cole said you didn't start wrestling until this year.
Sixth grade.
So thinking about that, how do you coach that kid that's never even touched a mat before? What's that look like for you?
It goes a bunch of different ways, right? We've got a young man on the team this year, never wrestled before. I don't know if he just has like, it's Braxton. I don't know if he has like instincts or what.
He's got,
But from day one, like he would make mistakes, but he would make them full speed. And he listens, and he'll look up in the match and be like, right hand, right here, and he'll go, all right, I'll do that. Like, I don't know why, but I'm doing it, you know? And he just picks it up real quick. And then you have other folks that are maybe a little less athletic, maybe don't have those instincts, and you just start, you know, crawl, walk, run, right?
Yeah,
and if we never make it to full sprint, I don't care, because if you can crawl and you can start learning how to walk, you're gonna be fine, and eventually that repetition will build up.
I definitely see that. You know, Coach Dyer,
My freshman coach.
Yeah, Coach RD.
RD.
He said, how do you get all those kids out to wrestle? And he said, oh, that's easy. He said, well, what if you play football, you're wrestling, if you don't do anything else? He said, but the second thing is you tell a lot of these kids, it's the only sport in school you put hands on somebody.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that's all it takes.
I got some questions for Cole.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be your quick hit. So you can answer quick, all right? You ready?
Yes, sir.
WWF or WWE?
WWE.
Real or fake?
Real.
Pile driver or the people's elbow?
Pile driver.
Hulk or Macho Man?
Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah. Royal Rumble or cage match?
Cage match.
Favorite wrestler of all times? Wrestler of all times?
That's tough.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Have you ever been to SWF in Tullahoma?
Well, it looks like your plans are set now.
Friday night, baby. Best ticket price in town. You go over there and watch some SWF wrestling. It's like pros, except different. It's fun, though. It really is fun. I promise you.
So, how's the season? Like, y'all had 8th grade night last night.
8th grade night, final match of the regular season was last night.
So where do we go from here?
So the area tournament should be December 4th up in Warren County. I believe top 2 move on. Right now, the way it's looking, we're looking pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some injuries that hurt some of our key wrestlers. So we got backups going in. They're doing a great job. We've given up a few weight classes this year. We've got one of our starters is out for grades. So it's gonna be a little tougher. We're gonna have to rely on some of these guys to pin to win.
Yeah.
But you know, they've always come through. They've always wrestled people tough. I mean, we gave Blackman everything they could take up at the War at Warren. And, you know, and that's a team that you kind of expect to. You get a couple wins and you feel good about yourself. And I mean, we hung with them.
So does middle school do like? Do they do a team and individual championships?
No,
like
so we'll do team duels, and then the girls have an individual tournament. They started last year. They have, for whatever reason, they haven't implemented a boys individual. It would make more sense to do. Honestly, it would make more sense to do boys individual and girls individual, and just scrap the team. Because honestly, there's some teams that have 6 kids on their team,
right?
And
I wondered about that.
Like Avery Trace, they are studs, right? But they've only got 6 to 8 kids on their team, so they can't really be competitive as a team because they give up too many forfeits. But if they had it, they've got 3 or I guess 2 brothers on that team that have been state champions in AAU basically their whole life, right?
Yeah.
And they're never going to get an opportunity probably to be competing at the region or state level for middle school because there's no individual tournament, unfortunately.
Well, you said something a minute ago that got me thinking of T-shirt, pin to win.
Pin to win.
That's copyright, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen. So we're going to come back in a little bit and talk to Ian and Colt a little more about wrestling and wrap this show up. So we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a second.
Middle Tennessee is one of the fastest growing spots in the country, and I would love to help you make a move here. I work with buyers and sellers all across Middle Tennessee, and what my clients value most is that I dig in, do the work, and give them clear answers to every real estate question. I'm Shuran Wagner with Exit Noble Realty Group. If you're planning on making a move, call or text me anytime.
Are you looking for that special place to eat, a place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soups, sandwiches, salads, and breakfast are made from scratch and served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats. From milkshakes to sundaes, the Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Mick and Mac Show and always enjoys celebrating the success of Tullahoma athletes.
K&S Awards has helped Tullahoma adult and youth athletes celebrate sports for 45 years by supplying the area's largest selection of trophies and plaques, plus corporate awards engraved in glass, plastic, and crystal. K&S stocks gift items and figurines for almost every sport. K&S also does jewelry engraving, sandblasting, wood engraving, like Grandma's favorite recipe on a cutting board. They custom make badges, desk and nameplate signs, panel and photo frame tags, rubber signature and self-inking staffs, bronze signs, yard signs, and banners. Now offering custom framing as well. When you take that trophy-winning picture, 30 years of framing experience makes K&S your one-stop celebration shop for all your keepsake needs. Stop by and see Alan and Jeannie Rogers at KS Awards, 510 Country Club Drive in Tullahoma, or call 931-455-7359.
HostMy provides modern phone systems with mobile integration, HIPAA-ready business texting, and digital faxing solutions. More importantly, we offer dedicated U.S.-based support, transparent billing, and unparalleled reliability. Call 931-581-4411 today and partner with the best.
Welcome to the Grand Lux Inn, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel where history, comfort, and Southern hospitality come together. Family owned and operated, we take pride in offering more than just a place to stay. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a staycation, close to home, or just need a peaceful retreat, the Grand Lux Inn is your perfect getaway. Looking for a space to host your next business meeting? Our elegant and quiet setting provides an ideal atmosphere to connect, collaborate, and get things done, all with the personal touch of a locally owned business. Whether you're here for relaxation, business, or a special event, the Grand Lux Inn is ready to welcome you. Call us today at 931-461-9995 or visit the website to learn more. The Grand Lux, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel.
Joins us for the last show, the last show of the year.
Last supper.
Welcome back to the Mick and Mac Show. You can call in 393-0081. You might get through. I don't know. We'll see. We've got Ian Duncan and Colt hanging out with us talking about Tullahoma Middle School wrestling. Oh, yeah, we got Is it back on? Okay, good. Good. So definitely still have some things to talk about among wrestling. Oh, we got a call. That's right. Let's get this one going on here. Let's see here. Hey, you're on the Mick and Mac Show. What do you got?
Rick and Craig, what's going on?
What are you doing?
I'm driving home. Hey, our girls' basketball team got on fire tonight. One of the fans passed out after the game. It was crazy.
What'd you do?
I didn't have to administer any CPR or anything. Nobody wants mouth-to-mouth from me. Everybody's good now.
You didn't have to AED anybody?
No, we had it on site though. It was ready.
I just want I want to trade somebody.
No, we never want to do that. Never.
Hey, we got our middle school wrestling coach here. He said he's going to come to South Carolina and whoop everybody.
Nah, that ain't going to happen. Not here. But, is Craig in his singlet?
No, not yet. I'm saving that for later.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have wore that for the guys.
He'll send.
I'll send pictures. Yeah. Yeah, go to paid sites for that.
I got bad news. We lost.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah, you got beat by the Dorman, right?
The Dormans, they got us.
We were coming up there, man. Yeah, we had it planned.
Yeah, we were ready.
I know. Oh, I was cleaning up the extra room. I don't know where everybody's going to stay, but I had it cleaned up. I got my question. I know y'all have never seen a good one, but do you think officials go home at night and brag to the kids about how well they did, and for their family, and knowing that they're just flat out lie to their family, like, hey, I did a really good job tonight out there. No, you didn't, Ed. You missed 6 home calls.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a good official?
There's a few out there.
There's a few. I'm sure there are.
There's a couple. Wrestling officials are a little different. They're a different breed. They're good. There's a lot more black and white in that than the hold and stuff. But yeah.
I understand.
Well, I hope you to the grapple up. What weight class are y'all going in?
Me, I'm like 140.
I think they said something about super heavy. I think that's where I'm at.
Kilograms? You going 140 kilograms?
Probably at this rate.
Measure that in stone.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Y'all have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.
Man.
Y'all got a show next week?
Yeah.
Yep.
We do.
Yep.
Well, I'm not doing anything Wednesday. I'll be back. Don't worry.
All right. We're excited.
Appreciate it.
Y'all stay cocoa.
All right.
That's super fan.
Yeah, super fan. Guy I knew from one of my kids' godparents. I don't know which one, but he's one of them. It doesn't matter at this point.
At this point, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm worth more dead a lot. I'm worth more dead.
How does what you do translate to the high school?
Really, I mean, it's the building blocks, right? So the entire goal of AAU and middle school is to feed the high school program, right? And not everybody's going to matriculate into being a high school wrestler, but they're going to be better young men and women for being in the program. But whatever the high school coach wants us to focus on, which is really just the fundamentals, that's what we're going to do. And if they've got a style that they want us to work in, in addition to those fundamentals, that's what we're going to do. Because, I mean, ultimately, you want one system. Jordan Burroughs, famous collegiate and Olympic wrestler, recently posted on Facebook about sticking with a team and not hopping back and forth between teams because really wrestling, there's so many different styles and there's little variations of each. But if you stick with one style and get really, really good at that, I mean, you can be unstoppable.
Yeah.
So really, all I heard was Ian's going for Bob's job.
No.
That's what I heard. No.
What's your favorite part about wrestling? What do you enjoy most about it?
When you're like in the moment of wrestling and you got him pinned and you're just looking at all the people around you, they're cheering for you and
you get a little rush.
Adrenaline rush, and then once it's over, you're done, and then you can't feel anything in your legs, arms, nothing.
It's a feeling you never had before?
Yeah.
So when you get them pinned, do you like slap their forehead a little bit like you do?
You ever say anything? What?
Do you talk trash while you're rolling?
A little bit. I can't say it on.
Okay. Family show.
We're gonna have to talk about this at practice.
Hey, I mean, some kids deserve it, You gotta let them know. So when does like the middle school stop and the AAU start taking? Is there any overlap?
There is.
Okay.
So last year we didn't do any overlap. We focused solely on middle school. I mean, granted, we've got a good facility, but there's only 2 mats, right? And it can get a little crowded.
There's Matt Sweeten, and then there's the Matt Y'all Wrestle.
Right? That's right. Where you at, Sweeten?
It just kind of depends. Last year we waited till the very end after the girls' individual state tournament. We had 2 girls in the state tournament last year, which was awesome. It was the first year they did that. And then we kicked off AAU after that, and I think turned out like both Zach and I were under the weather, so I don't even think we started doing practice until like January, which is a shame because there's a bunch of tournaments, and usually people start AAU in November. So we started it, last week, I guess, 2 weeks ago, and it's a madhouse, but it's fun, right? So we got all the littles in there, we got the middle schoolers in there, and we're kind of running them separate, but eventually they'll all mesh into one, and we'll have a good time.
It gets wild because I have kids that play travel basketball. People are like, I don't know how you did. You like go to White County or you go to Knoxville, and I'm like, these jokers are going to like North Dakota, Arizona. I was like, man, what a time, like to be able to go do that. I always think that's so cool because like we'd have high school football players and be like, "Where were you last 2 weeks?" Oh, I was like in South Dakota wrestling.
You and I we've both been to the one in Louisville for basketball. Is there? We're talking about 110 courts. Is there anything comparable to that? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah. So I believe it's in May up in Iowa. So I mean, one of our wrestlers was lucky enough to get selected by Team Tennessee. I went with him. So it was his first time on a plane. We flew out there, and you got 3 full teams from Tennessee, and you got Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Iowa, beasts and just mats for days.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience.
I bet that is. To me, when I saw that, I haven't seen the wrestling side of it, but when I saw the basketball, it was almost too much.
Oh yeah.
Like as a I'm a parent at the time. I never played in a situation like that. But as a parent, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to look.
No, yeah, it's
just overwhelming.
ADD kicks in, anxiety kicks in, all of it. You're just like, whoa.
I think we have a call, and maybe for Colt for homecoming. Do they have a homecoming dance coming up?
Yeah, homecoming tomorrow. You got a date. Jennifer or Jay, between both of them, whatever house he's staying at tonight, his butt's going to be at school tomorrow because they ain't staying at home with him.
That's right. So we're about to wrap up the season. You got the postseason. What's your thoughts for upcoming? After AAU, you got plans? Are you going to continue doing the middle school thing? Continue building that program up?
Are you going to continue doing the middle school thing?
Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I mean, that's there's a lot of factors that play into that, right?
Like
No.
It's all about the money.
It's definitely not that. I don't even. No, I mean, it's all about the program. So if Bob and everybody else want me to stick around and it makes sense, then that's what we'll do. But that's light years away right now in my book. I'm focused on
Thanksgiving.
I'm focused on helping my wife prepare to host for Thanksgiving.
There you go. So what time do you need us there?
It'd be noon, buddy. Noon and 4. Noon and 4.
Noon and 4. Remember? Don't you remember for your questions?
No, I don't remember.
Maybe a little bonfire afterwards after you wake up from your nap.
There you go. I like that.
Or just wake up.
There you go.
What's something that people don't realize about middle school wrestling? It's just the average person doesn't realize what's going on in there. What's something that you think?
I think the biggest thing is anybody can do it, right? There's kind of a stigma like wrestling's too hard for me.
I don't know if I can do that.
No, you can't. I mean, whether you end up out there on the mat or not, like if you can get through a wrestling practice, you can get through a match, right? And any level of athleticism, like we'll find that, we'll fine tune it, we'll give you some fundamentals, and it's not that scary to wear a singlet, right? It's not that bad.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. But I will tell you that there is some fierce competition at the middle school level.
Yeah.
Some of these kids have been wrestling since they were 5, and that's all they do all year round. And that makes it tough for some of these guys that started late and do other stuff.
It's all right. We late bloomers, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. He answered everything I wanted answered.
Well, I know he probably wants to know. He probably wants to know what Lester's locks of the week are.
Oh, Lord,
for
you have
sure.
to deal with that guy then.
Oh, I've been dealing with Lester since I was a sophomore in high school.
I heard some of these kids. I don't think it was. I think it was Anders and Fisher's group having PE. Yeah, you got to pray for me. So anyway, they were talking about Eli.
Oh,
and
Eli.
like he is like apparently like Eli was always competitive, but like he's flipped the switch this year or something, and they were talking about how he's doing awesome. So
he's been doing great. I mean, he's a stone cold killer, right? I mean, you get him to smile, and I'll shake your hand.
I've never
right?
seen that.
right.
I've never seen him.
I mean, his dad. What's her smile about?
Yeah. Well, that sucker's in the Hall of Fame, so Eli's got some shoes to fill.
Shows you how easy it is to get in there. But you got his locks, right?
I do have his locks, and he was 1-2 last week.
That's about right.
He's 16-1 on the season. So, but he's promising.
Average.
He's promising that things are on the way up, and these are his 3 locks of the week. So write these down: Minnesota plus 3.5.
No.
Missouri plus 7.5.
No.
And Oregon minus 9.5.
I could see
9 and a hook.
I could see that. So,
9 and a hook.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know about them first two though.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Well, let's stay at 500. Let's see where we're at there.
Yeah, mediocrity.
Well, we definitely want to make sure we thank our sponsors: the Grand Lux Inn, Payless Auto, Fuel So Good, K&S Trophies, Hard Rock Tattoos, the Sundrop Shop, Tullahoma Lanes, and Sharon Wagner with Exit Realty. We do appreciate their support. It keeps us going on, even if this might be the last one. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be. There's still a couple minutes left. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
Cole?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most this next couple of weeks?
Besides that date for homecoming tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to getting ready for that district tournament on December 4th. And so I'm just going to be working my butt off at practice.
Man, that's tough to have Thanksgiving thrown in there.
Yeah, how do you make weight?
Yeah.
I'd be blunt.
There's ways.
Yeah.
we don't do those though. Not here. Other schools would. But before we go, I got to hear about the weekend up at Kentucky with TPU.
Oh man, here's the crazy thing about this. This is what makes me mad. So there were a couple of plays that people don't realize this. They got blown out. It's 42-10, whatever. They're supposed to get blown out.
They missed the field goals.
But there were a couple of plays that if it went the other way at halftime, it would have been 14-10.
Wow.
That's how close it was. And I don't think either team was really playing. Kentucky looked like they were playing in slow motion. And Tech was just kind of like...
that's them really playing.
Really is. But Tech was kind of like, we don't want to get anybody hurt.
Right.
That type of thing. But here's the crazy thing about it. They play UT Martin this Saturday, for the outright OVC championship. Last year in the OVC, they're going to SoCon next year. If they win the OVC, they're probably going to host a second-round playoff for the FCS. If they lose, they may not even make the playoffs.
All right, yeah. And they played an SEC
team, they dropped.
And they dropped in the rankings.
Yeah.
That's what's wild.
Yeah. We had a great trip. It was a long trip. It took us forever to get back, and we forgot that.
Because of that Buc-ee's.
Well, yeah, we forgot that the Tennessee game ended the time that we got into Knoxville to drop Emily off at school.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It was awful. It was awful. We were like, we were just dumb doing that.
Poor planning.
Yeah, poor planning on our part.
But we wings up this weekend.
Wings up for the OVC. Hey. Go Balls against the Swamp.
Newberry, my school, SAC champions, getting ready for playoffs. So we may be all over Southeast. We may we're gonna be up at Tech, maybe over at Newberry.
We're going to Tech. We're definitely going to these playoff games for sure.
For sure.
What are you looking forward to, Ian?
Next couple of weeks, my family prepping for a district tournament, and then. I'm looking forward to Army Navy too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Army.
Go Navy, beat Army.
Army by 14.
Oh.
I should have worn my Army shirt tonight.
Yeah,
my jersey.
Awesome.
We would have had to wrestle.
Yeah, I want to see that. Get that single on. Coach Mac, what you got?
I'm looking forward. We got homecoming tomorrow night, West, Birch Coffee County. Looking forward to calling our game tomorrow night at the high school, Rockville, THS. Looking forward to hearing what these guys do. Looking forward to the bonfire on Thanksgiving night.
Yep.
And and just keeping this thing rolling, you know, and Thanksgiving, we're hosting too. So
yeah, we are too.
Yeah,
we are too.
You pray for me, I'll pray for you. But yeah, just having that Ashley's family come into town, and you know, finding a corner and hide.
Yeah, because of Thanksgiving next week, we are doing a different show.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be live.
No, it's pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded, but it's still gonna play at the same time.
Yeah,
that's what I understand.
Yeah, so play it. So, but call in.
Call in. Call in. You might get answered.
That's right.
Well, we appreciate you watching. That's the Mick and Mac Show for now, and we will see you next time.
DD.